Gang Minecrafters, this is MC Rep, and I want to go over 5 things that should be added to the Nether update. Now don't get me wrong, so many things have been added to the update already. I'm so hyped for it. And since it's first released, I've been hyped for it, so I'm just so grateful. Nevertheless, I want to help make the best game of all time even better. And with that, here are just a few ideas that I think will go well with the update. Number 1 being new mushroom soup. Using warped and crimson fungus that spawn so frequently in the Nether, using those to make a new mushroom soup I think is a great idea. Finding red and brown mushrooms in the Nether can sometimes be difficult, and so getting a food source in the Nether outside of hoglins is very difficult. Being able to make this new mushroom soup would think would be great if it's just, even if it does all the same things as regular mushroom soup, it just gives you the same amount of saturation and food points. It doesn't do anything extra. I think it's great because it gives a safer food source that for players before they can go and farm their hoglins. This is especially useful for Nether only challenges where being able to hunt hoglins is really difficult when you're starting completely in the Nether. Similarly, I think number 2 should be mushrooms should grow on Nylium. So similar in the overworld, we can put our red and brown mushrooms on dirt, coarse dirt, mycelium, and podzol to grow into giant mushrooms. I think since Nylium is pretty much the same thing as podzol and mycelium, being able to do that in the Nether is also great. This should solve pretty much the same problem as the first one, being able to reuse those mushrooms at a much faster rate than we currently can in order to create an alternative food source to hoglins. Number 3, either this can be infinite blackstone, like an infinite blackstone generator, or a way to craft blackstone. Similar to in the overworld, we can make an infinite cobblestone generator using lava and water, or we can make cobblestone by burning stone in the furnace. I think blackstone needs a similar way. Right now, of course we just got it, so these things are still very possible, but I think blackstone also needs these kind of methods. When they made the infinite basalt generator, that's when I really thought basalt was going to be the material we use for stone tools in the Nether, but turns out blackstone was the case. So maybe turning basalt into blackstone, maybe by smelting it or crafting it with something else, or just crafting it with itself, I think would be a great addition to the game to have blackstone be extremely similar to cobblestone in the overworld. Number 4 should be warped warts. So similar to we have nether warts, where those we use to plant in soul sand and make potions, I think warped warts should also be a thing. This makes sense given that we have warped wart blocks that grow in the warped forest, similar to we have nether wart blocks that grow in the crimson forest. Warped warts could be used in a very similar way. I think I would love it if they were used to make potions as well. I think, looking from a Nether only perspective, if we want to make potions in the Nether, we can instead use warped warts, grow them in soul soil, and use lava to make the potions. Even if we don't have any new potions, even just being able to make all the same potions using warped warts and lava rather than water and nether warts, I think is a great addition, because this really helps just being in the Nether to make potions, given that you can use blackstone and blaze rods to make the brewing stand and get a lot of materials from the mobs to make various different potions, especially gold and lots of other things to make various potions that we want. I think this would be a very great and very fitting addition to the game. How do we have warped wart blocks but not warped warts? I mean, what are the warped warts that are used to make the blocks? I would love to see those come out soon. And like I said, they can be combined with lava to make potions, and they should grow on soul soil, and we should find it in the Soul Sand Valley. My number 5 would be zombified piglin interactions. Now right now, I've noticed that piglins seem to run away from their zombified counterparts, but the zombies don't actually do anything. I would love it if they actually chase the piglins back, or maybe when the bastions come out, they'll raid the bastions occasionally, maybe similar to how raids happen in the overworld with pillagers, or how we have midnight zombie events in the overworld. Even better, it would be so cool to see like an abandoned bastion that spawn only with zombies, and it has, I guess maybe it can have cobwebs, maybe something else, I don't know, and I think that would be even cooler. But I would love to see something from the zombie piglins going towards the piglins and not just one way, to make the Nether seem even more lively. But with that, remember the rules, Minecrafters. Don't be a Fortnite fool, Hyto hypocrite, or a Roblox reject. Continue to be a Minecraft master. Stay blocky.